Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on this Wednesday evening? It is the Week 5 preview. Justin and I are back in action. I had the flu performance for the recap. Sounds like Justin is going to do that for us here for the preview. So again, a lot of adversity, not a lot of credit given, but we continue on. These games suck. I don't know what we're going to say. So Justin, are you ready?
This could be an off the rails episode.
Yeah.
I'm in a mental pretzel right now.
Burke, let's go.
Come on, there he is.
I was worried I didn't click it, but I did.
I saw it.
I nailed it. You don't know during it.
No. So we're talking during it, but I was faded out, so I hear it fade out. It doesn't fade out. It just stops. I listen to it.
Other artists minor league. I wish we could stop and see who was in your top 5. Scratch that top 3. MJ, LeBron, and every other discussion. Cross you up while the shooter in the corner be cutting. No, I'm new to the game. Call this my introduction. While these topics hitting harder than the snare and percussion. Why do all these other sports opinions always go and lack facts? Only real place left to listen? How about that?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the How About That podcast presented by Face Value. I just messed that up. A mental pretzel. Do we restart or just go again? Or just keep it? Bleacher heads. I can't believe I just did that. I'm going to stop and we're going to leave. Are we going? I can edit this out.
We're fine. All
right, we're fine.
We're fine.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of How About That podcast presented by Bleacherheads. You can check them out at bleacherheads.com. Get yourself right. HBT15 for 15% off your order. Zach's repping the HBT sweatshirt. We got a new NFL logo out that's a black sweatshirt. We got the Indiana Jones blue sweatshirt. We got the God Bless Go Horse white sweatshirt. We got the Field Position Batters gray sweatshirt. We're getting all your colors ready. It's turning into fall season. The leaves are on the ground. We're ready to rock, and we're ready to rock Bleacherheads clothing. Zach, how are you today?
I'm doing well. I think we leave it in. We're an authentic podcast. Mistakes happen. Yep. Let's roll with it. I think my gear, it sounded like it should be delivering today or tomorrow. So next episode, I should have it on. I've just been enjoying playoff baseball. This is the time of the year for the first couple games. I join, then I leave. I have no idea who's on what team. 4 for 4 in bets right now. So if you need me to throw in some Yankees money line, let me know.
Wow.
I'm happy to help you.
So did you go 3 for 3 yesterday and then hit one this morning, or did you just go 4 for 4 yesterday? And so for those, we're recording as the Guardians have now taken a 6-1 to lead in the 8th inning. So
yeah, we went Tigers Guardians under yesterday and Tigers win. We went Cubs money line and we went Red Sox Yankees under. So
wow. Yeah. Okay. Love that. Yeah, that was a tough one yesterday. Watching it on a plane, I get on and I'm like, oh great, we have live TV. The moment we take off, it like goes out and it just says like due to, I don't know, we can't watch it. So then I buy Wi-Fi and I'm listening to the radio broadcast. Then with the last hour, it pops back up. And so I was able to then watch in the game while still listening to the broadcast on the radio because it was better. But tough way to lose. I mean, we're not a Yankees podcast. Like, those who've been around me have said, I want to get rid of Aaron Boone. I feel like he's a ceiling for us. And last night was a clear representation of why. So hopefully when you're listening to this podcast Thursday morning, we're still in the playoffs and we're not out. But yeah. So tough loss yesterday. Historic way to lose with having a bases loaded, no outs, and not scoring a run. First time in, I think, MLB history that happened or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was watching. I was ready to text you when they just got a hit. When Giancarlo struck out, it just felt like the snowball was about to happen.
Yeah.
That was gross. I was sick for you. That's
Aroldis Chapman doing it. Like I've seen.
I couldn't believe he was still in the league. I couldn't believe he was out there. And then you and Cooney are telling me he's the best closer in baseball again. What was it? 2015? What's happening?
he's on been 18 teams now or something. I don't know, but I've seen that he doesn't have command, and you just force it, and it doesn't end well. And of course, all of a sudden, he literally goes to the brink of beyond this is a loss, and then he finds command. And so that was a frustrating way. It also sucks when you can't let it out. My hands are sweating. I'm rocking back and forth in my seat. Luckily, there was no one next to me. It was an empty middle seat, which was nice, but a tough way. So tonight I'm gonna make soup and get mad again, and then go to bed.
They're gonna win.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't know why I'm down on all my teams. And last night just ruined the Yankees playoffs chances in my head. I don't know why. We haven't beat the Red Sox in a playoff series since 2003.
Is that right? Was the last time you played them at Coaches when we were was that the one single elimination game?
Yeah, that was before that I think so.
They changed the rule?
Because,
or whatever that game was,
that would have been 2020 or 2021. Yeah, I know countless. It's just crazy that my most hated teams in every sport, they just own me. I was thinking about it last night. As I'm listening to a Yankees recap podcast, I'm just does it ever change? Or is this just who I am for the rest of my life?
I hope not. I don't think it will be.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't either. So. Because it's it's really everyone knows me. It's the big three: Rutgers, Yankees, Giants, and those three they beat me to a pulp, and we just don't win the games that we should win. So
you beat Seton Hall.
We beat Seton Hall. Lost to Princeton though.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Let's get Princeton off the schedule. They have become a problem. Caden Pierce actually entered the portal today from Princeton.
I saw that. Is the point guard Lee, Florida? Oh my God, I love the Gators this year.
Yeah. He's a stud.
Love the Gators.
Let's talk Ryder Cup real quick. You did a great job breaking it down. Yep. You're I don't want to get in the weeds. Always get in the weeds. People like me learn a lot. I want to go back to Saturday. We're at homecoming. I'm not hearing it from others, but you yourself you admitted you were pouty at one point.
Yes.
And moody, two others, while at the tailgate.
Yeah.
Despite having a Europe bet. So what was that moment like into Sunday when they actually when we started texting, when we kind of realized they don't have a chance, but something weird's happening?
Yeah, so for those who don't know, my Europe fandom kind of started last year's Ryder Cup, where I like all of the guys on Europe. Those are all my favorite golfers, and I hate Zach Johnson. And I was like, this guy is a loser. He's not going to win. And just for the sake of my sanity, I'm just going to become a Europe fan. I'll tell you what, for anybody who decides they want to publicly announce that to their friends, you go through a lot. I got nicknames from, everything. Because, people, and it's been for 2 years, people yes. don't forget. So then the Keegan stuff happens, and I'm like, all right, I thought Europe was going to win. I just have zero faith in the U.S. Ryder Cup team, the PGA of America, to run it. And as I've gotten into golf, that kind of made me realize that. And although I guess, quote unquote, cheer for Europe, I don't enjoy watching the U.S. just bottle it. It's not a fun time. And after Friday, I was getting irritated with things. And then I'm just at the tailgate. We were tired. And then when they announced the pairings for the afternoon, I was just I was mad at the morning pairings and the afternoon pairings, and I was just mad. I don't know why. I was just mad, and we were just all ranting about how idiotic everything about the U.S. Ryder Cup team is, and it kind of put me in a bad mood for a couple hours there. And I don't know. I just kept saying I'm sorry to people because I was I don't want people to think that. I don't want people to get mad because I'm mad. So I was like, hey, guys, this is a me problem. I'm going to announce it just so that we know it's a me problem. But it lasted for a couple hours. I felt bad. But hey, it happens. It happens. It was a 15-hour day.
No, it's part of it. And it's clearly gotten the best of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're watching Sunday and we're football's on. We don't love the slate. Let's just keep it on a TV. Let's just keep it on a TV. And then early on, we win the first hole we were joking about in every day of every event. And then as things just started to happen, and once the JT putt went in, like the Cam Young putt made you like keep the TV on. The JT putt made you think, can stuff get weird? And then Spawn wins like immediately, and it just like, oh, if Henley doesn't lag putt 2 holes in a row, I just wanted to see the ending of that. Like, how did it even finish? I know the final score. I don't know who won after that. Like,
so Lowry wins or halves the the match, wins 18 to tie it. Yeah. Then I think the next match, I forget who it was, but it was the last 2, like Bob McIntyre halved. And then I forget who it was otherwise halved.
Sam Burns?
That was Sam Burns like missed the putt to that became a halve at the end.
Okay.
So
that was the loser.
And yes, and it was weird, and like people talk about the Hovland thing. Personally, I think
what are your thoughts on the envelope
break? I thought that was a break for the U.S. and it sucks when you're like, oh yeah, like what way they should have to forfeit the point. First of all, like this has always been the rules, and this there's not a great rule for it. Let's be honest, like there's not a rule that makes sense. Like if Scotty gets hurt and you're like you have to lose the match, and they're gonna sit Rasmus Højgaard against him, you're like that's not fair. Like Rasmus Højgaard had no chance of beating Scotty Scheffler. Like why are we giving him the point? Like I think the half makes sense. It's come out like 4 times in history, maybe hasn't come out since '93. So I don't think there's complaining there. Harris English, I love Harris English. I don't think he was winning a point. Victor Hovland, if he's healthy, he's probably beating whoever he plays. So I think that helps it. So that was a tough start, but it goes in America's favor. That's one less match that they need to worry about. When Cam Young and JT made those putts, I was now officially tuned out of the Giants game, and I was like, I have to. This is once every 2 years. This could be historical. Debut. Yeah, to watch this. And it got like I think it was when there was 4, like Bryson then comes back from 5 to have the match. Scotty beats Rory like on 18 after we saw him flub it the day before on 18. And you're just kind of looking at the scoreboard, and besides Ludwig, they're at what 12.5, and Ludwig's gonna win, so they're at 13.5. But there's no blue on the board; it was all red, and you knew that they couldn't have a match. They had to win out, but they had all the momentum. You could hear it, you could see the players. Like you could see Tommy Fleetwood walking down 18. I think they showed him with Luke Donald, and you could just see the nerves of like, oh my God, are we going to be a part of the biggest collapse in history? So I think that I was glad that it happened because we haven't had an exciting Ryder Cup in years on Sunday, probably since 2012, which was another comeback. And it was good to kind of see everyone get involved because I think it would have been bad if it was a blowout. I don't think people would have cared about the Ryder Cup in 2 years as much. So
that's a good point. Yeah, and if you don't believe in momentum in sports, I don't know what to say to you. For the analytic dorks, like momentum matters. Like you can just feel it. I thought the commentary this week's been pretty good. You addressed it. Were people over the top? Yeah, but as JT and others pointed out, like when you're getting beat so bad, there's nothing else to do other than berate the other people. So I actually appreciated the commentary beyond just the golf people being like, this is over the line. Like there was a good balance, I think, of like, yes, it was over the line. What could they possibly have done at that point as fans other than try to berate the other people because there's nothing to cheer for?
Yeah, the fan situation was interesting. Obviously, like there's always heckling that's involved in the Ryder Cup, and I don't think that the PGA of America did a good job. They made this kind of like happen because they kept talking about, oh, the fans are going to be good. I mean, crazy. The fans are going to be crazy. Like it's New York fans, and I think they basically created this situation where the fans were just going to be like, it kind of green lighted them to be like, do whatever you want.
How far can I go? Yeah,
exactly. Now, in that case, there was 2 sides of it where there was clearly over the line comments that are like, all right, this is golf at the end of the day. Yep. Let's remember that. Then you're like, well, then people would get mad about the reaction of like that Rory and Shane thing. I mean, I have not yet heard what the comments were because every media person has said, I don't want to say these things on my platform. Like, that's how bad they were. That's why they had the state troopers. And it was weird because we were watching it, but we had no, like when Rory stepped off the shot, we had no idea that he just told everyone to shut the F up. We had zero idea what was going on. But I think the fans make the Ryder Cup. I think, honestly, back to the PGA of America, that's a complete shame on them. it was always funny, like certain players riling up, but like if you're JT, that is your role, you know, like when you make that putt, like the celebrations are awesome to get the fans loud, but yeah, the fan situation, I don't think it sucks because I don't think they can go back there again.
No, it's over.
So yeah, it was awesome. It was cool to see. I always like when everyone's watching, like all my friends are watching golf, because you know really that happens 4 times a year and the 5th every other year for the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
So it was exciting to get everyone in, but the U.S. has got a lot to do. I think that they need to use 2027 as like a rebuild, honestly. Bring in a lot of youth. I think one of the things that helped America a lot with this away Ryder Cup, not America, Europe a lot with this away Ryder Cup is everyone was back except for the twin brother of the 12th guy who was replacing him. So there was A, like team camaraderie, but B, everyone had been in the Ryder Cup before. Like there was a lot of veterans there. And I think from the U.S. perspective, they got a lot of guys who were from, you know, like 2021. If we look at the list of America's best golfers, a lot of those guys aren't here anymore. There's a lot of fresh blood coming up, and they have 2 years to kind of represent the, you know, like, and there is zero excuse to take, like, if Jordan Spieth is having an average year, there's zero excuse to take him over a young guy who's just because he's a veteran. Like, no, you have to insert the fresh blood so that when they come to these situations, they know how to, you know, handle it and perform it. So, but it was definitely an interesting Ryder Cup. There's been a lot of discourse after it for what it was. So
totally. I mean, yeah, Sunday was so overwhelming. Like, I couldn't watch any of the start of the Colts game. It was on the TV. Like, I could not watch it. Like, we scored. I had no idea. Like, I was so out of it. I couldn't get into the game at all. Like, it's just, I think that's how everyone was, which was cool. Like, everyone was united watching golf on a football Sunday, which is hard to do. So, good stuff.
Shout out Cam Young.
Oh,
that guy's
Mr.
a
America.
dog. That guy's a dog.
I've been searching for my golfer. You know this since Neiman. I don't care if I'm joining the bandwagon because of this performance. Like I'm sure many will. I'm all in. All in.
I think that's a fair thing. First of all, he's only won one time on the PGA Tour. So, and like, so he had a lot of fans. There's been a lot of history with him in golf Twitter. I think it's a fair time to get on him. He's gonna now be a name to follow. So
God, he was awesome.
I think he might win a major this year. Like I'm all the way in. Yeah.
He was awesome.
So that was my favorite takeaway from the entire weekend was Cam Young.
He was great. Okay, football. I think we're probably a week or two away still from talking college football playoffs. There's too much time left. Good win for Bama. Penn State chokes. You know, the usual. We watched that Penn State game at the end. Like nothing surprising about that result. So.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody who went to Penn State, and they were like, "Yeah, like, what do you expect at this point?"
It's just like,
but like, where do you go from James Franklin? I don't.
No, that's the thing. You can't fire him.
Yeah, like I think that there's certain coaches where it's like top 5, like the 5th is in the country is your ceiling, but your 4th is 15th.
Yeah, like if
there's no guarantee that the next guy's gonna pump you up.
If you're gonna fire James Franklin, you have to basically win the national championship. So,
good luck.
They're just in a weird spot. NFL. Justin, tell me if I'm wrong here because I was loopy when I was doing Caterpillar. Have you looked at it?
It was bad.
Okay.
It was bad. I think I won 5 games.
I had you at 6-10.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Maybe I missed. No, you're right. Nope, it was 6-10. Seattle, Buffalo, Philly, Detroit, Chicago, and Denver.
Okay. Then I think I had 7 losses, but I got both. So I think I went to 11-5. I have me up 7.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I know you talked about avoiding this situation. We're here in week 4.
You can't take away week 1. You can't take away week 1 from me. I don't know how. Like I just try to get creative. I do it. I get cute, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
I mean, you look at your picks though. It's like this was just a weird week in the NFL. Like, what pick do you look back on and you're like, that was just dumb? I guess the
Houston.
Titans. Yeah, that's okay. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. Okay, that's a fair one.
So.
Okay, so 7-point lead. Before we get into the 1, 2, 3, we're at week 5 preview. That means it's time for the quarterly review. Mm-hmm. This is Justin and I rank what we think, how it's going to end, the playoffs. as of right now. So even if a team's bad, you could still rank them wherever you want. The rules are once you take a team out, you cannot put them back in. So
no go.
You can if it's you got to be kind of careful now, because if you put a team in here, then if you take them out, you can't put them back in. So we'll get into the substitutions we can do once we get into week 8, when we can actually start subbing teams in.
Wasn't it? It was 1 flip, 1 removal. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's another thing to listen to us right now is rankings matter, because
rankings matter.
You got to get points off of that.
I think my biggest takeaway from this was the NFL stinks. Like the 7 seed for both of these are like, I don't know, but also like the 2 seed for both of these weren't like, I really struggled 2 through 7 for both sides.
Yeah, same exact situation. I kind of looked at it and I was like, get us to the divisional round. Like, we'll see what happens. But when you really pull up the standings in the NFL and like the playoff picture,
I don't trust
it
at all.
Not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight.
No.
At all. Like, these are teams that are outside of it right now. Denver, Houston, Baltimore are 3 teams that are not in the playoffs that were 3 teams people had winning divisions. And then on the NFL side, I mean, it's just bad football. I mean, the NFC side is just a bad football conference.
Yeah, I mean, I still think, and a little hint of what I'm doing, like, I think once we get to the end of the season, like, you could screenshot what the playoffs look like now and laugh, but maybe not. Like, I don't know.
With some of these teams, I've thought that for a month now, and we're still a month in. So I don't know if we're going to have a lot of Bengals syndrome, but because the thing about it is these teams you're going to, what if they do turn around? Well, they're going to be fighting against all the other teams turning it around.
I know.
So
it's a mess.
And the NFC is just weird because I think the picture's clearer, but no one looks like they can compete with Philly right now.
Agree. Let's start the NFC. Picture's clear there. I'm going to write yours in here. I think obviously we both have Eagles at 1.
Yes.
Who do you have at 2?
Detroit.
Wow. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I like that move. Okay. I'll let you do your first 4.
Tampa Bay at 3, Seattle at 4.
Wow. I love what you did. Okay. I've got Eagles at 1. I've got the Rams at 2. Bucks at 3. Lions at 4.
Okay.
So we both have Eagles, Bucks at 1 and 3. You've got the Lions at 2 and Seattle at 4. So you have Seattle win the division is our difference there. I love that. I should have put Seattle. Those are our guys. But,
yeah, I was just looking at it. I don't know why I picked them over the Rams, but I just did. I don't know. I can always flip them later. So,
I mean, that Stafford clip, after seeing him basically throw a no-looker again against us and yell, "You can't look at me," like,
you can't look at me.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man. So as long as he's out there, they're going to keep winning. 5 seed in the NFC, first team in the wild card.
Green Bay.
I have them as well. Will texted me, stern but fair. I ripped them, Justin. I ripped them.
Yeah, and it was rightfully so. Just back-to-back inexcusable performances. We saw what like every team has done to that, like Dallas. That is bad football, and it just seems like there's no urgency.
Yep.
On either side of the football, like they're walking in right now and they're assuming, oh, it's the Browns and the Cowboys. We should be able to beat them. They show flashes, but then when it comes down to the end of the game and they need a drive, well, you just brought the game down to 1 drive, and just because you're better than them, that does not mean you're going to execute on it. So I think they need a wake up call. I think that they need somebody to just come in and just tell them that your stuff stinks.
Yep.
Just like the rest of everyone.
To have a bye week after that, they got a long time to think about those losses, which, God, that's...
Yeah.
Bears have a bye, Packers bye. Having a bye this early stinks. So,
isn't there a stat that, like, Super Bowl winners have a bye, like, after a week? I don't know, 8
like 13
or something.
Or something? Yeah.
Whatever it was.
It's later in the year. Both have Packers at 5. 6, I've got Seattle here.
And I've got the Rams.
Okay, that makes sense. This is where
they should not allow 17. This is why the NFL is fine with 6 teams in the playoffs.
It's such a good point. The 6 teams here make sense. The 7th is like
perfect sense.
I'll tell you what I did first. I looked at schedules because to me there were both believing, I think, in the San Francisco, but I believe in the fallout, and they keep getting hurt. Thursday, I don't even know if I don't know if they can field a team. I was between Chicago, Atlanta, Washington, and kind of Arizona. Kind of, but not really. Mainly Atlanta, Chicago, Washington. I settled with Atlanta.
I did too.
Oh, no. They stink.
They're terrible, but
I looked at their schedule. I'm like,
in Chicago's schedule, dude, they
go I know.
Ravens.
I did the same thing.
Vikings and Steelers is not, but then they go Eagles, Packers again, Niners, Lions. Like,
wow, we both went Atlanta. That makes me feel better. I know.
I was like, this. I'm gonna say Atlanta. I'm gonna get made fun of.
Like, where you get text tomorrow, it'll be like, you picked Michael Penix over us, and like, fine, I'll eat it. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. Look, you want me to pick against you.
Right. I agree. I think if the
I didn't enjoy writing ATL on my sheet. You think that was fun for me? Because I have to say this on a podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to get views.
Record buttons on right now.
Yeah. Stuff doesn't get deleted off the internet. Come December, there's going to be a video of me saying Atlanta, 7 seed, NFC.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're reviewing, we won't mention any individuals, but tweets mentioned in the past.
Yeah.
Of people. It's not good.
Which is
it's
fair.
Not good. They're out there. Yeah. Just
tag your friends. Comment, like, and subscribe.
Okay. Yeah, it's the dirty. Look, their schedule's the easiest by far. Like.
Yeah.
They've got the NFC South. They've got the Jets, Miami. And yeah, it's the NFC South. Like, that's just the only reason. So we'll see in 4 weeks what this looks like.
And it's the NFC West, which is not like crazy.
No, it's not nearly as scary. So, well, I'm glad we're in this together. It feels gross.
Yeah.
It feels gross.
I hate everything about it.
So you've got Eagles, Lions, Tampa, Seattle, Packers, Rams, Falcons. I've got Eagles. I'm sorry. Did I say that right? Eagles, Lions, Tampa,
Bucks.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Packers,
Green
Rams,
Bay.
Falcons.
Yeah. Yep.
I've got Eagles, Rams, Bucks, Lions, Packers, Seattle, Atlanta. So we've got the same 7 teams.
Which I think is fair. It just happened. Like, the NFC is 6 gimmies and 1 weird spot. We just happened to choose the same team. So
this is where it's going to get weird.
Yep.
AFC. 1 seed, the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
My 2 seed is the Chiefs.
Wow.
My 3 seed is the Colts. My 4 seed is the Ravens.
I have 1, 3, and 4 the same.
Okay.
I don't know why I did this.
That's okay. You got the Broncos at 2.
I got the Chargers at 2.
Wow, you're on the Chargers. I like that.
I mean, they got it, dude. Their schedule is easy. I think we said, like, if you take out the fact that it's the New York Giants, it was a sell spot, the most clear sell spot we've ever seen in football history with the Chargers. So I don't think that that's a game that we should look at. I know the offensive line is bad, which is a problem, but I assume Joel will come back.
Yeah, he'll be back in a few weeks.
Also, they're not going to play that defensive line again.
The boys are buzzing.
Commanders, Dolphins, Colts, Vikings, Titans, Steelers, Jaguars, Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs. Up until the Eagles. That's through November. I just listed their schedule.
Yeah, they're going to roll. They don't, yeah.
And you got Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans, Broncos. Like, they're going to be fine. So.
Okay. Who do you have at your 5 seed?
Denver.
6.
Pittsburgh.
7.
Kansas City.
Wow.
I'll let you finish and then we can talk about it.
I've got the Chargers at 5.
Okay.
I've got Denver at 6. I've got the Jags in at 7 right now.
That's grimy.
And by the way, I think Pittsburgh is going to be 5-1. Like they are going to be 5-1.
Yeah.
And I have them missing the playoffs, which is probably stupid. I had them at 7, then I switched it to the Jags.
I don't think that that is a. I think I'm fine either way hearing that take.
I looked at their schedule. I think they stink. I think this every year. Like
I probably would have put the Jags in, but I refused to have the conversation today of, oh, you back in on the Jags, Justin? I don't want to do that today.
Oh, that's true. So. You can't. Like the Pittsburgh still has Baltimore twice later in the year when they're actually going to be healthy. Buffalo, at Detroit, at the Chargers, Packers, Colts. Like, it gets a lot harder here, but I don't know. The 7 seeding, again, 6 teams makes sense here. Maybe for years, 7, but like 6 teams. But yeah, so we both have the Ravens and the Chiefs in.
Yes. The Ravens actually scare me.
They scare me. I looked at their schedule, though. Did you see it after the next 2 weeks? Like, I think they're going to be fine.
There's just a lot of quitting on that team.
Yeah. Do you think he quit?
Yeah, I was listening to what you said. I completely agree. Like, that was the weirdest thing ever.
I've seen quitting.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
It wasn't as blatant as saying I'm quitting, but it was.
But hey, Lamar knew. He said, you can't do that. You can't pull the jersey.
Yeah, I mean, after they get through this 2-game stretch, they have a bye, and then I don't know if they lose the rest of the year.
Well,
but
we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, so you've got Bills, Chargers, Colts, Ravens. I've got Bills, Chiefs, Colts, Ravens. And then you've got Denver, Pitt, Kansas City. I've got Chargers, Broncos, Jags.
Yep.
Can't wait to look back. We're not even going to look at that for 4 weeks. I'm going to keep it in the file. We'll see it in 4 weeks.
Lock it away.
You're welcome, Atlanta fans. Let's get into the HBT 1, 2, 3.
And let's just preface it. This week stinks.
It's really bad. It's really bad. Do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. Zach, what was the thing I said that was stupid to do on the Caterpillar last week?
Take the Tennessee Titans.
I have the Titans winning as my bold prediction. I can't get rid of them. I can't get enough of this team, man. I can't get enough of this team.
What can't you get enough of?
It's like
they aren't even close in these games.
No. Like, look, I'm sitting in a really raggedy house. I got a beat down Pinto in the front yard, just rusting away. But I'm looking across the street and I'm laughing at what's going on over there because it is funny. Like, the press conference is after. I'm not going to answer that. You're setting me. I gotta. Take a step back before I say something I'm going to regret. He just asked you if your team's resilient, Brian. That's it. I can't get enough of them. And hey, maybe tough, break for the Cardinals last week. A team that, are they going to rally around their coach? I don't know, but I think I'm going to take. I was looking at bold predictions and there was none that came to head, and I was like, you know what, Justin, your throat hurts, you're stuffed up. You're a little delusional right now. Take Tennessee.
Would you say mentally you feel similar to when you were concussed and picked 9 seed UConn to run the table after they had done it the year before?
It could be similar.
Okay.
It could be, if we're looking at a Venn diagram, I think they're in different circles, but they overlap. I would do that take again. It just, everything was lining up, but Kansas was a buzzsaw. Kansas was a buzzsaw.
I'm going to hold my thoughts on that game.
Okay.
Because my bold take is there will only be one undefeated team left and one defeated team left in the NFL this week. So I won't give you which ones they are yet.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to rip them off.
Listen to the episode.
Yeah. So
I'm fine with you ripping them off right now. I mean, we got games I think we're going to be fine skipping over.
So the undefeated team that I think loses this weekend is Philly.
I had a question about that game. I like that a lot.
They cannot continue to get away with it. They didn't complete a pass, Justin.
I feel like, you know who the Philadelphia Eagles' biggest hater is? And I don't know this for sure. I haven't looked at Twitter yet. I feel
besides
like
yourself?
Warren Sharp hates this team. Yeah, besides myself, obviously. Yeah. I feel like Warren Sharp hates this team.
Well, they're breaking the analytical bank. They're doing nothing correctly and winning.
No. And they just keep winning. One-score games.
Yeah, I think Denver's due for a big win. Their defense is awesome. Bo looked better in the 2-minute drill. I know, we can talk about Cincy, but I just think Denver's been knocking on the door, close losses to us and the Chargers. Mm-hmm. I think they're due for a big win. I think they get one here. I think Philly needs to lose. This just seems wrong.
My question was just how do we judge the Broncos after this week? Because I was kind of going both ways of do we limit the ends of the spectrum of reaction where we kind of middle it, if they beat Philly, we're saying Philly, honestly, they're due. We hold out, take in. If they lose to Philly, it's I don't think we overreact. At the same time, we kind of limit ourselves on reactions based on the Broncos. But I like it a lot. I was going to take Denver this week. So
you got Denver as well. Yeah, I think if Denver wins this game, it's all of a sudden a Denver conversation where it's they got cheated out of the loss against the Colts. They barely lost to the Chargers. This team could easily be 5-0. They're back. This is the team we thought. So, yeah, I think this is a big week for the Chargers to kind of get back to that talk.
So who's the winless team?
The winless team is unfortunately the Titans, which means
the Jets.
I unfortunately have the Giants losing.
Well, then the Jets are still winless.
I have the Jets winning as well.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
If the Cardinals weren't coming off 10, a Thursday night game, I would totally pick the Tennessee. I just think they've had enough time. The Giants-Saints game terrifies me. The Saints aren't going to win a lot of games this year. I don't think a team gets to 16 points in this game. With Neighbors out, the Giants are going to run the football. They're not going to put Dart in bad positions on the road. So I just feel in a game where someone's not getting past 16 or 17, this is probably the Saints' best chance of winning a football game. That's really all it is. I don't think the Saints are good. I think you guys are going to terrorize them up front. I just if you look at the Saints and you have to pick an opportunity, it just feels like a ripe one for them. They've played competitive again. So it's more of the spot than what I think of the teams. So I'm sorry.
No, I think that's a fair spot. You kind of gave me a warning when you said on the podcast, I think you said something about we'll talk about them next week. So I knew. Yeah. I don't care at all with that take. I think it's a fair take. I think people are not going to realize how much the loss of Neighbors does.
Oh, my gosh.
Now we got to have guys beat players one-on-one. They're going to commit to stopping the run. They're just going to load the box up.
Right.
Pressure is going to be in Jackson Dart's face. It's going to be harder for us to run the football. We're going to have guys win man-on-man matchups, and we just don't have that. So when you lose a Malik Neighbors, all of a sudden it comes down to offensive design, and I don't know if we can do that either. So I was kind of teeter-tottering. I guess I'll just – I had zero take on this game, in terms of which way it goes. I'll just choose the Giants just as maybe an opportunity to get back in it. But
also,
I think offensively it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be very tough offensively.
Kellen Moore, very complimentary of Jackson Dart. Clearly loved Jackson Dart in the pre-draft process. He went on a tangent about him, which is cool to see. And then the Jets game, the Jets are probably the most poorly coached team of this year, and that includes Brian Callahan's Tennessee Titans. Monday night was awful, but Dallas doesn't play defense, so I'll take the risk there with just outscoring them.
I'm taking Dallas because they might not play defense, but they play offense.
They do. God, they're fun. I love them.
So
you gotta kind of like this Dallas team.
Oh, I do.
Even though it's anti what you like about football, you don't have a problem with it. You don't.
But it's just it is anti what I like about football, but it's also it's just funny shootouts. It's man, these teams are it's watching comics,
Yeah.
Or
they have
Nickelodeon.
Zero chance of stopping someone.
No. They just go right down the field. And it's just so funny. It's so funny to watch.
It's great. Okay, yeah, I think that leaves all of those games there.
You took Denver?
I did take Denver.
Okay.
Yep. So I've got the Saints, the Jets, Denver, and the Cardinals. You've got Titans, Denver, Cowboys, and the Giants. So 3 of the 4 are different there.
Yep.
Okay. My 2 questions I have. One question I have. What does Jeremy Chinn's homecoming look like? Year 6. First time playing in Indianapolis.
Wow. I didn't know that. I thought he had one time before.
If they've been here, he hasn't been healthy.
I think that might have been what it was.
Yeah. And then we played at Carolina 2 years ago.
No, that's what I was thinking of.
He was not healthy in that game. That's our guy. Year 6, playing really good football like last year. And I'll be emotional. And I'm okay saying that. I have no problem saying that. I'll be cheering for 1-1 if we lose the game. I hope it's fully because of him. I hope he makes interceptions and makes huge plays in front of a homecoming crowd. And I'm bringing a Raiders fan. That's how open I am being to this game. I'm sitting next to Mitch. Yep, for this game.
Wow.
We're sitting near the away side, so we can get there nice and early. Hopefully, see the boy during warm-ups. But just incredible that in year 6 he's still playing. The NFL stands for not for long, and he's beaten the NFL average by 3.5 years. So
yeah,
it's just a cool moment to celebrate his career and him being able to play. I think we're going to win. I think we're the better team.
Yeah. Their
left tackle's out. I think we showed toughness last week, and I'm interested to see how we respond, but I think we're the better team. But and Geno's, I love him. He's got to clean it up. But yeah, excited to see Chinn play in Indy.
I like holding your guy accountable. On the Chinn side, he's a veteran now, which is crazy. To like think about. Excited to watch him. Wish I could be there. In terms of the game, I also like the Colts. I think that they beat themselves last week. I was watching that game a little bit as I was getting ready for a happy hour, and just too many mistakes that are avoidable. It felt like that brought back touchdowns. I thought they were the better football team on the field. So, like if you're losing on the road to an NFC team like that, that's fine. But I like them this week in a response.
What's your question?
A weird one. I was just saying, like, when does it become a must-win game for Kansas City? Like, is this a must-win game? And here's why. You're on the road at Jacksonville. You're coming off of a big one against the Baltimore Ravens. These AFC games against teams that are in the playoff picture are going to become more and more important as the season wears on. Obviously, like, we like the Broncos. The Chargers are 3-0 in the division. Like, winning AFC games is going to become important. I thought about saying as a bold prediction, this is a must-win for Kansas City. I don't think we're there yet. But they got a tough stretch of football multiple times for the rest of their schedule, it feels like. I don't think that they have any more breathing room, really. So just something to think of. Do we see a must-win game this year, and or is this a must-win game?
I like the question. Like, you go at Buffalo, Denver twice, the Chargers, Texans later in the year, Lions. Like, last week was okay. Are the Chiefs back? All this talk. Like, the Ravens, they couldn't have gotten the Ravens in a better spot. The Ravens basically don't have a roster defensively. Lamar is a mess physically and mentally. This whole team is a disaster, right? So the more you look at that win, you're like, this is a bad Ravens team. Yeah. I think this is a huge spot for the Chiefs because this is a spot where you're going on the road and you're facing a Jags team that, like, this is the Jags moment to, like, welcome themselves back to the league and, like, hey, we're here to win the AFC South and make the playoffs. So the Jags are going to sold-out crowd, like, pumped as all can be. Like, you're getting the Jags' best. So I'm extremely interested to see what the Chiefs look like. Because if it's anything what we've seen more of what this year has been, it's the Jags winning this game. But I have the Chiefs. I read off some Jags stats that just don't seem realistic to continue. Their defense is playing better than the AFC Championship defense at this point.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
Defense was like
that's a Hall of Fame defense.
Yeah, like we'll talk about that defense years down the road. This defense is not that. So, and now Trayvon Walker's out. I think the Chiefs flex a little bit here. I don't think they blow them out, but I think the Chiefs take care of business.
That's like when I fell in love with the Red Rifle because he was leading the league in passing yards, and it was like all of the guys that he was beating. You played the Panthers, the Bengals, the Texans, and the Niners. Like,
yeah. I mean, the turnover luck is insane. 13 turnovers this year they've gotten on defense. That just there's going to be some regression there. Like,
if I was having a serious football conversation with somebody, right? They're like, I think this Jags team slept on. They have a better defense than the 2018 AFC team. If somebody like let's just say hypothetically like,
yep.
I went to Chick-fil-A again to get chicken noodle soup tomorrow, and somebody sees me today. They saw me wearing a Yankee shirt. I get comments. They see me wearing a Jags hat.
Yeah,
yeah. And they're like, "What do you think?" I would take whatever food they had in their hand, and I would throw it across the restaurant.
Yeah.
So,
thoughts on Liam Cohen, tough guy?
I don't know if I saw this. I didn't. For the listeners, I'll be on. Like, hey, didn't see a lot.
So
didn't see a lot this weekend.
I guess during the week, Saleh made some comment, basically insinuating that the Jags, Cohen and his staff have some sign stealing going on, and their department in scouting is very good at picking up signs or something along those lines. Like, he made a little comment. I don't think he directly said it, but made some comment of that nature. After the game, Saleh puts his hand out. Liam blows by him. He's not the head coach, but he blows by him. I think Saleh kind of turns around and Liam does the "keep my name out of your mouth, bro," with kind of an alignment holding them back. And it just gave me, it gave me red flags about what happens when things might go south in Jacksonville if they do. Because number one, have you seen Robert Saleh? He would beat you to a pulp. And number two, the "keep my name out of your mouth, bro," when you're some 40-year-old coach while you're backpedaling because you're not actually going to go with the guy. It's a red flag for me.
There was not one part of any of that story that I liked.
Yep.
I thought both coaches, like, first off, I was getting ready to be like, oh my God, I'm Team Cohen right now.
Agreed.
Like,
Don't talk about it. Yeah.
Everyone does it, and just because another team's better at it, then you get better at it. Like, Guess what? It's the modern era. People have always stolen signs. You got to change them up. Sorry. Yep. Now I'm Team Saleh.
Yep.
That is inexcusable. That is
Jags fans were like, that's our coach and all that. Like, I get it. You're 3-1. You're excited.
I think it's my least favorite quote to say to somebody, especially when you're walking away. First off, if something like that happens, you always shake the hand, but you say something as you're shaking the hand. Hey,
that's the moment.
Hey, pat the forearm. I know what that means. Throw something crazy at him. I was gonna say a bad word. That's 4 letters, but be funny, sarcastic. Throw a jab at him. Don't walk away while saying "keep my name out of it." Like, no.
I think LaFleur said it last year in an interview, and it was like the best point. He's like, the best feeling is shaking a coach's hand that you smoked, and you're like, you got a heck of a team.
And that's something like the Gruden pull. You do the Gruden pull.
Oh, lock him in.
Boom. Yeah, bring him in. Bring him in. Hey. Yeah.
But you go this. You go ignore.
That's classless from everybody involved.
Yep.
I hate that.
I know.
I hate that.
Are you on the Chiefs?
I'm glad I didn't see it.
No. Are you on the Chiefs?
Yeah. Have you seen that coach? God, I'm so glad I didn't buy into the Jags in the playoffs before I heard this. I'm thankful.
I feel like an idiot. I feel like an idiot.
Yeah. Well, I'll let the listeners decide that.
Okay. I had the same question as you in terms of the Jaguars. So, do you have another question, or was that your second?
That was my second. Yeah, I had the Broncos and the Kansas City question. So.
Okay, so we're on to the 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
The Vizio. Hey, Vizio. I'm sure you see a comment.
Look, if I say something, they're not going to hear it, right?
I'll lose that way, If they see it and they tell us this is why, I'll live with that.
They have like 87 likes on TikToks.
For real. Check yourself.
Like, we're also...
That's us saying that.
Hey, come to the negotiation table.
Yeah.
Like, I'll promise you something. You got a marketing budget for this.
Yep.
We're not asking for the world, okay? We're not asking to retire based off Vizio money. I honestly, I don't even need a TV.
I do. You saw what I tried to do last weekend. I've got the same. And we've had this problem for years. I've got the same damn remote for 2 televisions. So when I bring another one out here, they both respond to it. So we're over here shape-shifting just to try to get a game on. So I do need one.
We were sending pics on remotes and TVs. No, and actually, now that I look at it, hey, shout out Vizio, great TVs. LG stinks. Never buy an LG TV.
You complain about that one all the time.
If LG comes to my negotiating table, I will turn them away. I will not let that product sponsor my podcast.
Okay, we won't do it then. We won't do it.
We got to put our foot down. Unless there's a price tag involved. I'll eat those words then.
Anyways, the Vizio Game.
Come on.
Broncos Eagles I have on the big screen.
Yes, correct.
Okay. We talked about that one already. Number 2, I have the Texans and the Ravens.
I actually have that at 2 as well.
What a disgusting game this is.
The stat of, not the stat, but like the thing about the AFC North quarterbacks this week is like brutal. I would say that this is a must-win for both.
I think it is too.
What was the word that I couldn't think about it. What's the word before must-win?
Can't lose or must-win or no?
Yeah, no. We need to find. There's a clip somewhere talking about that.
Yeah,
I would say this is a can't lose for both teams. That's what I would say. I think it's a can't lose. We did. We got to find that because this is a can't lose. We got to bring that up and rehash it. I think that these are can't lose games for both teams.
I mean, I'm almost scared for Texans. Like if you lose this game, and I'm going to tell you right now, I took the Ravens because
I did too. I just don't trust this Texans.
I don't think either. Just because the Ravens have their whole defense out, the Texans still can't score. Like last week, they just got points at the end because the Titans gave up. So I don't know. This team, first team again to 16, probably wins.
I saw for some reason when I was sitting on the couch, aching today. I was on TikTok, and a 12-year-old's GoPro of him playing quarterback popped up. Okay, and I didn't click on the page, but I got like 4 or 5 more. Okay, the offensive creativity from this 12-year-old's team is more creative than the Texans.
It's good for the future. So, good for the next couple generations. It's good to hear.
Yeah. And so I just want us to know that's what we're working with. I'll take a B team NFL defense against that. So
yeah. Okay. Both on the Ravens. Third game I put Colts Raiders.
I put Giants Saints just because. An old SEC battle.
Okay, so we touched on those. Let's go to the 4 o'clocks.
Well, do we want to finish the 1 o'clocks usually?
Yeah, let's finish it.
There's not a lot to say about this except for one thing. I'm taking Carolina. Minnesota chose to play them. Isn't that how that works? If you go abroad,
you got really confused there.
If you go abroad,
yep.
When you come back, you either get a bye or you get to pick the opponent that you play.
Correct.
Minnesota picked Carolina.
Okay.
So I'm taking Carolina because that's disrespectful.
I'm going to let you run through it again.
It's Miami. Bro. Look at that. I wrote MIA, but it looks like
I'm sure. You seem confident. I didn't want to correct you because you were so confident.
It's an A. I'm yelling at my
mic that looks like an A. That looks like an A.
But it is an A when I wrote it down because then I got Minnesota up there.
Okay. Yeah. Look, I was just going to let you work through that. That wasn't time for me to come in.
I looked at it. Hey, I'll take Carolina.
Okay. I'm taking Carolina as well against the Dolphins. I think it's a bad spot for Miami.
Yeah, Minnesota's still in. Yeah, that's right.
So now they went to London.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is Dylan Gabriel versus Carson Wentz.
Wait, who are you taking real quick in
Carolina?
Okay. Yeah, this game.
Did you see the Shador stuff today?
Yes.
Okay.
What if we did an entire podcast and we called it the Shador Sanders podcast?
I think we should do a segment where if you don't feel like talking about your team or don't feel like talking about something, you should just Shador it.
Yeah. I'm going to Shador this one.
Yeah. That's what we're going to use now.
Mute the mic on Zoom and...
I mean, what are we doing?
Anyways. When I was like, okay, what's the worst way a guy could respond to this kind of news? I never thought of that way, but I think that's the worst.
It might be worse than saying, I hope Dylan's terrible.
Yeah. I think I would rather him, I hope that he gets hurt or benched. I think that's more classy than just like...
But just miming it
mouthing words. Yeah.
I mean, this game is... I'm going to go the Vikings just because I know they're so banged up. Just Brian Flores. I mean, God bless Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm going the Vikings just because they're adjusted.
Yeah.
To the East Coast.
Thursday night.
This is what the Vikings specifically made for this game. Because here's another thing about the Ryder Cup. Luke Donald made Team Europe get to the Eastern time zone 2 weeks before and said you cannot leave the Eastern time zone for 2 weeks before. Minnesota, the NFL made them do it.
He's coming down.
While Keegan sends the guys out to California to play the Pro Cure for team building.
Moron.
So, also, the Europe played like 4 times as many practice holes as the U.S. did.
What?
On Thursday, when it got rained out, Europe said we're going out at 1 o'clock and playing 18 no matter what. The U.S. canceled their practice, but then saw that Europe was out there, so they played like 4 holes. Just to say they're out there.
Like, don't even play. That playing 4 holes is way more embarrassing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Anywho.
Why soccer and golf? Why can't we can't figure it out?
I don't know.
Rams Vikings or Rams Niners. Now you got me. I mean, who's playing for the Niners?
I think I just got an alert that I think Brock Purdy is out.
I think he's out. But I'm pretty sure Mac Jones banged up. It could be Adrian Martinez season. Brock Purdy, Ricky Pearsall, Jawan Jennings are all out. I legit cannot name a receiver for the Niners.
Is Jawan Jennings on? Wait, or just
no, he's out and Ricky Pearsall's out.
That's gonna hurt my mom's fantasy team. She's gonna call me about the questionable there.
She's definitely gonna call you about
that. I don't know, but I should add them to my team. Let's see here. Who are the receivers going to be on Thursday night? I hate the new sorry. I blame the new thing. Okay, so your options if you want to play a guy in fantasy are DeMarcus Robinson.
Okay, we know that name.
Kendrick Bourne.
Okay, we know that name.
Sky Moore.
Wow.
Valdez Scantling.
Wow. And honestly, at one point, I think everyone out there believed in one of those guys.
Yeah, there are tweets, there are TikTok edits of those guys out there.
Yeah, like Will's got MVS tweets out there. Oakley was into Sky Moore. Kendrick Bourne, I'm sure there's people that were into. Who was the first one?
DeMarcus Robinson.
I feel like he had hype. I think he came in with Mahomes, and people were like, this is going to be the duo.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that guy can run.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll replace Tyreek Hill.
What an interesting group of ragtag receivers. Yeah, I'm going Rams.
What's it like? Are they laughing, like, in the position room?
Yes.
Fellas.
Yeah, like...
How many times is it going to be us 4 in this room again? I'm taking the Rams.
Okay. 4 o'clocks. Number 1 game. Bucs Seahawks.
Yes.
Love this matchup. Love this game.
Yes. This is must-see TV, except I'm going to be driving again. So.
I'm going with the upset here. I think I'm just a sucker for Tampa Bay. Seattle, I need to see them win this game to fully buy in. I do.
I was taking Tampa Bay, and for me, it was how both teams finished last week.
Agree.
Seattle almost blew it.
Yep.
And Tampa Bay almost won it. And I don't know. That was kind of my tiebreaker, because if Seattle gets up big, I have zero faith in what they're going to do. So
right. So you're on the Bucs as well.
Yep.
My number 2 was impossible to pick. I guess it's the Commanders-Chargers with Jaden back.
I have that as 3.
What do you have at 2?
Tennessee, Arizona.
Fair. They did not like my list. But you know what? They are must-see, though. I should put them on the list.
I can't wait to watch. Like, I'm not a big press conference guy. Like, I rarely watch like a full press conference. Right. I just kind of like read what the people say about it. I can't. I was like driving to Chicago and thinking to myself, I can't wait to like hear about this press conference.
He's the best. They do need to win because then we can get like, oh, he just needed like we need him to stay.
Yeah.
So let's get a win.
It is a resilient group.
It is.
They do fight hard. I told you guys. You know what, Todd? I'm going to take a step back. I don't want to say something I'm going to regret.
Commanders at Chargers. I think this is a good buy low spot for the Chargers. I know they're banged up, but they're back home. We both don't trust this Commanders team. Mm-hmm. I'm taking the Chargers.
Precisely. Also, like, when I looked at the things, you know, some film breakdown that everyone's putting out there about Jackson Dart's, like, the Chargers just gave the ability for Jackson Dart to run. I'm curious with not having Neighbors out there if they change that and kind of throw a lot more guys in the box with Jaden. So,
yep. And then that leaves Lions-Bengals. I mean,
I don't want to watch this game at all. I feel like it's going to be sad.
The Bengals are awful.
Yeah, I just
like to lose by 40 and then to come back the next week and arguably play worse is bad.
Yeah, I mean the Bowling Green group chat was how's not a pretty one. What? He's not doing well.
Yeah, I figured. I actually went to his Twitter during the game. There was nothing, which is almost more concerning.
Yep, I would agree with that. Yeah, him and some Browns fans were kind of going back and forth. It was just tough.
I'm like, who has it worse, or just like we're both?
No, I think Browns fans are like kind of talking crap, and he's just kind of like accepting it, but also throwing jabs. So
the Browns fans are talking.
You know, I don't know if these were supposed to be a safe space. This Browns group chat, but they're the worst. I'll say it. He said, "I hope this." He goes, "If this goes off the rails, I kind of hope it does because we're like really bad, so we can clean house a bit. Worst thing that can happen is we go like 8-9."
Yep. I think that's a good take.
So
I think that's why we said this. They should start. They're going to collapse. They should trade a guy or two. They should buy into this just reset. Unfortunately, we lost another year.
Yeah,
this team's not good.
Yep.
Sunday night, Pats at Bills. Kind of a fun one. Drake May's been balling. Think it's going to be high scoring. Do the Pats have any chance here?
No, I don't like that the Saints kind of give the scare last week.
I agree.
I don't know if Buffalo's a scare back-to-back weeks against teams like this at home. So
I agree. And we both have the Chiefs on Monday night. So we've got 1, 2, 3 differences is what I'm seeing.
Yes.
Okay, so plenty of opportunity
on those. Take the Saints, the Jets, and the Cardinals people.
And I have the blowout of the week first.
Correct.
I'm going to take the Lions. I think they're over 10. Pick. I think they're over 10. I think they're 10.5. Okay, Lions by 11.
I'm going to take Buffalo because the thing about New England coming into town on Sunday night is like those fans are going to want to run up the score.
I like that.
So, upset. What are my options here? Giants.
No. Yes. Broncos,
Ravens.
Titans.
Broncos. Do I just go all in on the Titans? No, I'm not doing that. I'll take Denver.
That's so annoying. The Panthers are minus 102, even though they're plus 1.5.
I usually look at lines. I don't look at money lines. I'm
go with the
perfectly
Jets.
fine with you taking.
I'll go with the Jets.
I will give you the Panthers.
I want the Jets. Yeah. Okay. I'm on the Lions and the Jets. Justin is on the Bills and the Broncos. 3 differences in total. Pretty bad games. Any closing thoughts?
Not really. Go Yankees, I hope. That's about it.
Burke, take us out.